Rugby League's first Indigenous Players Camp has commenced on the Sunshine Coast today, where the game's Indigenous players have gathered for a two-day workshop. Indigenous Players Leadership Group representatives Jonathan Thurston and Greg Inglis joined the fellow players Nathan Merritt, Sam Thaiday and Matt Bowen and the camp's founder Dean Witters to open the conference.
Last year I got appointed by the NRL to come on as a welfare and education manager, predominantly to look after Indigenous players and their well-being off the field. I think a lot of the great feats that the boys have had on the field have led to us becoming more aware of how we can improve off the field and make better role models of the great players we already have in the game. I held a meeting last year in Townsville where we spoke about some of the stuff that we could do for our players to help them settle into the league better, especially the younger guys. And these guys came up with the idea of the camp.
We thought as a leadership group it's pivotal for the boys to, I suppose, learn about the history of our culture and I suppose connect to the roots of who we are and where we've come from.
A lot of us are brought up in cities. We're brought up, away from the bush and away from the islands where the boys are from. So it is hard, and it's hard because we are slowly, losing our culture and losing our stories and losing our ways. So hopefully this couple of days can connect us back to that and help us out as Indigenous leaders.
To me, it's a proud moment for myself and to be part of.
Indigenous Australians punch above their weight when it comes to rugby league, with Indigenous players making up 35% of the national team and 25% of players in the 2012 State of Origin series. 12% of NRL players are Indigenous, as well as almost 6% of all registered rugby league players.
Welcome to Nungina. Hey guys,
we're very
welcome.
proud to have you here.
Across the camp, players are taking part in sessions on culture, traditional language, dance and hunting skills, along with discussions and sessions about the current challenges facing Indigenous people in Australia.
We've got a couple of workshops at the Women's Business Place. Obviously it's a sacred place for women, and we're very blessed to be able to come into their home and their land. At the moment we're doing a few workshops. We've got a bit of spear practicing with some of the boys. Have been getting pretty loud, and I think a few of them are trying to catch dinner. But we're also learning a little bit about the Torres Strait Islands and a few of the stories and a few of the dances and songs through there as well.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. Myself, I knew I was Aboriginal, but I wasn't. I didn't know 100% about my culture and things like this. Really makes you realise where you're from. When they were doing the dances up there, it sort of gave a bit of goosebumps on the back. So, I think it's a good thing, and it should keep on going.
The camp provides an open forum for players to reflect on their own journey as Indigenous men and how they can support the next generation of Indigenous and Torres Strait Island players, as well as their own communities.
Oh, it's unreal. It's it really makes you proud of your culture. Really makes you proud of what you come from, and especially being a part of the NRL group, representing the Indigenous culture and the Torres Strait Islander people throughout sport, and hopefully being a better leader for the younger ones. But it's it's awesome getting in with the boys and learning about our history and culture.
Players will depart from the camp on Sunday, with half of them heading straight to Brisbane for the 2013 Harvey Norman Rugby League All-Stars.